guys, how's it going today? I just figured I'd throw this video together really quick because my original video when I first purchased this scope, this Bushnell Engage, and got it set up on my Ruger, I mentioned that I would make an update video, hopefully with some range footage or some long range shooting. So I don't have any range footage today. This is just a quick update for those who are curious on my channel. So I've owned a Bushnell Engage now for 6 months. This is the 2.5 to 10, and it's like the semi-tactical line. It's not the hunting line, so it's got the exposed turrets on it. The quick and dirty is that I am a huge fan of the scope. I've used it in the field now. I've shot 2 animals. I've taken 2 animals with this setup. If you look in my video or in my video library, you'll see an Alberta boar hunt. I took a beautiful Alberta boar with this exact combination at 250 yards. As well, I shot my 2018 spring bear with this setup, and it's the best. It's the best bear I've shot to date. It's a beautiful color phase bear, squared out at like 6'2". And he had just a monster head on him. After it was boiled, it was 18 inches, so, or very, very near to that. It's tough. It's tough to get an exact measurement, but we kept coming up with 18. Anyway, that's besides the point. So I've shot this scope out to 700 yards. This exact setup. I've had it on 3 different rifles. I've had it on a 300 Ultra Mag. I've had it on this 308, and on a 243. And I've used it to develop 3 different loads in my Ruger M77 308, and the thing has been absolutely rock solid reliable. It dials back down to 0 really well. That's really what you're looking for in a cheap scope. It's not so much whether it'll dial up in elevation. Most cheap scopes will. It's whether when you return it back to 0, will it in fact go back to a true 0. So after I had finished my hunt, I'd done some longer shooting with this gun. I had it back on the range working on a new load, and with the previous bullets I had hand loaded for this thing, 178 ELDXs, which I'm going to continue to use, but anyway, I returned the turret back down to 0 after being all over the map, 200 yards, 400 yards, 700 yards. First shot was like a 1/4 inch off of the bullseye of the target, which for the average marksman, and I consider myself very average, that's a return to 0 to me. So yeah, the quick and dirty is this. In my experience, this scope has been fantastic. I'd buy one again if I needed one every day of the week. My uncle, who lives just up the road from me, he actually took a scope off of his Weatherby Mark V, and I ordered him up the 12 power Engage. So he's got the exact same rig as me now, because he was such a fan of it, taking this thing to the range and seeing my hunts and stuff with it. He wanted one for himself, and he is a pretty discerning guy. So you know, old time, long time hunter. So yeah, I'm happy with mine. My uncle's happy with his. I've had 0 reliability issues. I taped the bell on this because it was riding around in the truck quite a bit and getting used in the bush, so it's just mainly to protect the coating. Plus it adds sweet tactical points. Yeah, I will get longer range shooting footage with this gun. You can see some longer connections with it. I just haven't had the time with work. It's been crazy. So the update is this thing still rocks. I'm still a fan of it. I don't know of a better cheap scope that you can get your hands on right now. If there is one, I'm going to be looking to picking one up and trying it. But if you guys are looking for something that dials, in my experience, really reliably, returns to 0 really reliably, and has great features like these locking turrets for a hunter, I think the Bushnell Engage is super tough to beat. They've done an awesome job with it. I'm not paid or sponsored or affiliated with Bushnell at all. I just think that if you guys are looking for a solid option and trying to save some bucks, like pretty much everyone is, then this is a great way to go, guys. So If your experience varies from mine, give me a heads up or in the comments, we can talk about it. I'm super curious to know. No one in my area has one of these outside of me and my uncle. I haven't seen one at the range or any buddies' rifles or anything like that, so I'm curious to see what you guys think as well. But I love this little scope. This whole little rig actually is just fantastic. Little 308 with a Bushnell Engage. You can pretty much hunt anything in North America with. It's a great setup. Alright guys, take care. Hope you're having an awesome day.